What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have new governors calling for new checks up to $500 and $1,000 stimulus checks for, well, could be for you. We'll go over that in this video. And President Biden now has the Defense Production Act invoked for baby formula shortage. Check this out.
Developments in the baby formula shortage across America. President Biden invoking the Defense Production Act to help millions of anxious parents. The wartime law allows the government to force suppliers to give formula manufacturers the key ingredients they desperately need. The White House also rolling out what it calls Operation Fly Formula. It allows the feds to use military planes to import baby formula from other countries. It's all part of an effort to get formula back on store shelves quickly and safely.
Also, I covered in my last video right before this, check that out if you haven't seen it yet, how lawmakers in the House also passed two different bills to help speed up the process of the baby formula production and importing some formula that is also approved for U.S. regulation from other countries. But almost all of the Republicans, except for a few, voted against it, even though they're criticizing this as being Biden's problem, even though, it's the couple baby formula manufacturers that are producing the baby formula, they're trying to pin it on the president. All the Republicans voted no on it. I don't know. Nonetheless, it's, well, they're trying to solve the problem, but the Republicans are voting no on it. 12 Republicans did step forward and vote yes on it and help pass it in Congress or in the House of Representatives. So it's crazy going on here. There's a lot going on here. If you watch my last two videos, there's like 4 or 5 different bills here that were passed or voted down. Or just Congress is absolutely just crazy right now, including two $40+ billion bills in Congress right now. Yeah, and some Democrats and Republicans are united, and some they're just completely divided. Yeah. President Biden also just unveiled a new plan to make housing more affordable, as well. Whether or not Congress, what they'll do, yeah, and millions of families struggle to keep roofs over their head. The Biden administration has now unveiled a new plan to tackle America's housing shortage, as well. The price of homes here in the U.S. also skyrocketing. The price of everything skyrocketing. What is the price not skyrocketing on? Yeah, I don't know. You tell me in the comments. The president announced that the White House is launching a new initiative to address the nation's worsening housing affordability crisis. It comes as their economic agenda remains stuck in neutral in Congress. Much of the effort is centered around boosting housing supply by using federal dollars to entice cities to construct additional affordable units. They cited a 2021 Moody's analyst that the housing shortfall amounts to 1.5 million homes. They intend to leverage existing funding from last year's infrastructure law that did pass with bipartisanship, with some Republicans voting yes on that, including Republican leader Mitch McConnell, to encourage cities to overhaul their zoning and land use policies. It also seeks to smooth out federal funding process for single-family and multifamily homes and manufactured housing. Home builder activity has remained lackluster as supply shortages stem from the pandemic's slow construction. Builders can't find basic materials like lumber or steel, and it's delaying increasing the price of construction for millions of homes needed to meet this year's buyer demand. The House approved Build Back Better plan contained $175 billion for federal housing initiatives, but, well, Senator Joe Manchin, well, Joe Manchin, he's been thinking about that plan for quite a while. And now the New York Times has exposed him. We did a video covering that as the New York Times covered it, how he's raking in millions and millions of dollars on this coal plant that he's a part owner of. I'll link it to that video here at the end of this video. If you haven't seen that, you definitely want to check that out because very interesting story on potentially why he didn't vote yes on that Build Back Better plan. I don't know, you can't make this stuff up. It's sometimes it makes you wonder why these elected officials sometimes vote one way or the other. I don't know. And I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up this old story here. That's I'll show it to you right here in the headlines here. You can Google this yourself if you would like to know the full details here. But that infrastructure bill included, this is why Joe Manchin wanted to pass it so eagerly. Remember, he wanted to pass the infrastructure bill before the Build Back Better bill. The infrastructure bill included $1 billion for a commission that was run by Senator Joe Manchin's wife. Remember those details that we covered here? I mean, this was quite a while. This was last year now at this point. But yeah, a commission run by the wife of Democratic Senator Joe Manchin would receive $1 billion, not 1 million, $1 billion from the bipartisan infrastructure bill, which is now passed. Her name, Gail Connolly Manchin, is the federal co-chairwoman of the Appalachian Regional Commission, an economic development partnership between the federal government and 13 Appalachian states. And they apparently got $1 billion when that infrastructure package passed. My, they must be pretty happy. The $1 billion distributed over 5 years, which was originally part of Biden's American Jobs Plan infrastructure proposal that preceded the bipartisan bill, would fund the Partnerships for Opportunity and Workforce and Economic Revitalizations Initiative. Said this 10 times fast. The program provides grants to communities affected by job losses in the coal industry. And remember that Joe Manchin is a part owner in a coal mine. And they're going to provide grants to, I assume, whoever they want to in the coal industry. The rabbit hole gets a little bit deeper once you kind of look into these details. Have fun if you really wanted to, right? In a May statement last year, they said that the $1 billion would help the commission to more adequately meet the overwhelming needs of communities impacted by job losses resulting from the decline in the coal industry, right? Yeah. These grants will be instrumental to the long-term diversification of economic growth in Appalachia. Yeah, if conspiracy is, if your little conspiracy theory bell is dinging in the back of your mind, don't worry, you're not the only one. I'll link it to that video on Senator Joe Manchin, where he got exposed by the New York Times, and we'll have to see what happens with that in the future. Feel free to comment down below. I'll keep you up to date here. Moving on, check this out. Governor Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan proposes immediate $500 tax rebate checks, also known as stimulus checks. Remember, stimulus checks are have the exact name as a tax rebate check for Michigan residents So a married filing jointly couple would, I assume, get $1,000, $500 per person. So, yeah, very interesting. This just came out yesterday. Just came out yesterday. Here are the details. Governor Gretchen Whitmer wants to send $500 to Michigan families right away. Right away. And hey, I love to see this. Let's send out checks to from every state. From every state. If you've been watching my channel religiously, you know that it seems like one by one, each state is sending out money. Just because the states are flush with cash, they're taking in more money than they ever have been, pretty much. And they have money from the last stimulus package, billions of dollars. So they're like, let's send it out. And maybe it's because there's a big election coming up and most governors are up for re-election. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And and their lawmakers, their legislative, House and Senate are up for re-election. I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with, maybe not. As inflation increases, Whitmer sent a letter to lawmakers on Thursday, probably their state lawmakers, calling for a new Michigan tax rebate right now plan. It would be funded with part of Michigan's growing budget surplus. When I say that these states have budget surpluses, man, literally each state is just going down the line, almost every single state. I see comments, Michigan will never do this. I've seen so many comments, Missouri will never do this. And then Missouri just passed their stimulus check. Oh my, I've seen so many people saying that. Missouri will never do it. Missouri will never do it. Missouri will never do it. And then, bam, Missouri did it. $500 per person, $1,000 for married couples. I used to see that comment a lot from Missouri. Missouri will never do it. Missouri will never do it. Missouri will never do it. And I mean, honestly, I see this from a lot of different states. And honestly, I hope that every state does it. I hope that every state does it. So, hey, here's to hoping that the next one. Let's just hope they all do it. Let's hope they all do it here one by one. And honestly, I think a lot of states can do this multiple times. I think they could do it year over year. I think they could probably do it more than once a year. And maybe now Michigan, because here, literally just yesterday, their governor is now proposing $500 checks. So, yeah. Whitmer said families are facing rising prices on many essential goods like food and gasoline, saying, quote, let's take advantage of our additional revenue to put money in people's pockets and deliver real relief right now, she wrote in a Thursday letter. That's what we like to see. She did not spell out how the money would be distributed or a timeline for sending out rebates or who would be eligible to receive the money just yet. I mean, this literally just came out. Literally just came out. Republicans passed a $500 child tax credit for Michigan families as part of their $2.5 billion tax cut plan in March, which she vetoed. I remember going over that, but I don't remember all the details. It was back in March. I can't remember the details for all these states. The plan also included reductions to Michigan's business and individual tax rates and a higher standard deduction for retirees. Whitmer has been pushing a competing plan to increase the earned income tax credit for low income households and to repeal Michigan's tax on retirement income. Both of those sound pretty good. I mean, you really have to dig into the two competing plans to know which one's better, right? I mean, it's hard to really say, and different ones would affect different people differently, right? Republicans followed up with the March proposal with a $1 billion tax cut plan included with their budget proposal for the state's next fiscal year. So it looks like they have multiple different tax cut proposals coming one way or another, and hopefully a $500 check coming. Multiple different states doing this. Hawaii, which I believe has passed their $300 state stimulus checks. It's $300 per person, and I believe it's for dependents. They're trying to expedite this to be done as soon as, or have them go out as soon as July 1st. It's only $100 check if you make over $100,000, which I know that Hawaii is a really expensive cost of living state, but I mean, if you're making over $100,000, I guess you're still getting a check. But they're going to try to send these out as early as July 1st. So that's kind of the update on that here. But Hawaii's getting out $300 per person checks here if you make under $100,000, and I believe it's per child or per dependent as well. So I'll keep you up to date here. It seems like one by one, each state here is passing checks and hopefully doing more. Some states are pausing their gas tax or getting rid of it. And I think states are kind of realizing here that they're taking in more money month by month than normal because unemployment's really, really low. It's at like a 50-year low or really close to a 50-year low. And they're having state budget surpluses here where they're taking in hundreds of millions of dollars per month more than normal. Of course, each state's different, right? And they got billions of dollars from the last state stimulus package, or I'm sorry, the last federal stimulus package that went to each state. So each state's doing it a little bit differently and deciding how to how to send the money out and what to do with it. Some states are a little slower than others. Some states are, still figuring out what to do here. But I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country that you need to know about. So if you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. And after subscribing, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notifications when we go live. You can click here to watch my newest video that comes up next. And here's that scandalous video on Senator Joe Manchin exposing him from the New York Times with that story about him making millions of dollars off of people. It's crazy. Make sure to watch that video next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.